dump. Why do they call you a garbage dump? Yeah, I totally sang it wrong. That's one of Charles Manson's songs. Anyway, nieces and nephews, what's going on? It's been a weird couple of days for old Uncle JD. But just got done watching the Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight. So, probably just gonna stay on for about an hour and then call it a night. Yeah, so this live stream is talking about the fight. I mean, you can mention anything else you want to mention, but it's about the fight. This is not a call-in show tonight, because it's like 1 something in the morning now. But that doesn't mean you can't jump on, be part of the live stream, throw some stuff in the chat, all that good shit. Although it is later than I would usually jump on. Oh, that's threads. Okay. So yeah, yesterday I was not in a place where I could go live. And that place was the restroom. It felt like I was walking around with big rocks in my stomach for the past two days, so I stayed in there until no more was coming out, and I just moved on. Yes, multifaceted, I am talking about caca. Big Mac 01 says hi, what up? Alright, so, okay, we're up to 11 now. Who all watched the fights? Not just the Jake Paul and Mike Tyson fights, but the other fights, because Amanda Serrano got robbed. Nothing against Katie Taylor, except for some of the dirty tactics, whether they did it on purpose or not. But, Megatator 34, not you, not me, what? Okay, so Big Mac 01 says, I can't believe Tyson lost. Now, here's the thing. That fight, that was publicity. Mike Tyson was holding back. Jake Paul ended the fight gracefully, respectfully. Me, the Paul brothers kind of rubbed me the wrong way a lot, but tonight they conducted themselves very respectfully, so I'll give them that. But if this would have been real, I mean, just look at the way that he was training leading up to this fight. For him to perform the way that he performed in actuality, I'm not seeing it. Red Caddy asks, hey, are you homeless? Yes, I am. Well, currently. This time being homeless started back in March or April of this year. I am working towards getting a job and all that shit to where I can get back on my feet, but, you know, it is what it is. Malik Tucker says, yo Malik. Tim Cannon says Tyson looked horrible. Yes, he did. but the video was cool. Drew Brassel, you're right. It was a super. Yeah, I think it was a way for Mike Tyson to be sent out in style and show that Jake Paul can be a respectable guy at times. So, and they both made a lot of fucking money off of it. And they kept talking about how they were friends and it's personal now and all this. No. No. Yes, Tim Cannon, we all got scammed. But, the Ramos versus Azteca. What was the rest of his last name? Barrios. Azteca Barrios. Split decision, but personally, I feel that Ramos did good, but I still feel that Barrios held his title properly. Tim Cannon. Wait, hold on. Drew. Get it all in here. Brianna R says, "Oh." Tucker asked, "How do you charge your phone?" I have 2 power banks, and I do have different places that I can go to charge while I'm doing stuff. I do have a friend that lets me do some work in his call center every now and then to make a little bit of money, so I can charge there too. Big Mac 01, I watched 4 hours of boxing for nothing. Hey, the other fights were good. Tyson must be broke. Not so much. Tyson's got his hands in a bunch of other things. And he actually just, not too long ago, released a Mike Tyson marijuana. Brianna R, I think I've seen that place before where you're sitting. If you've watched any of my lives, yes, you have. But I always sit in darkness. So yes, you've seen it also. Brianna R also says, I also don't know. It looks familiar. Malik Tucker says, he asked about charging my phone. Tim Cannon says, I think this guy would beat Tyson. If you're talking about Jake Paul, he might. I was actually surprised to see how good he could fight. Brianna R, I also watched 4 hours of boxing. Drew Brassel, he just made 20 million. Yeah, that's a good point right there. Big Mac 01, bro, that lady's eyebrow cut was, oh yes it was, oh my god, but she kept going. And again, Amanda Serrano was robbed. Tim Cannon, this guy is more entertaining than the fight was. If you're talking about me, that's cool. Michael, I am pissed. I feel you. Stayed up till almost 1 o'clock in the morning for that. Tim Cannon, now he's not broke. Tim Cannon, he was. Michael, this better than the fight. Thank you for that. Tim Cannon says it is. Thank you for that. Alright, so at the moment it's been 9 minutes and 23 seconds of live. I'm probably gonna cut it off at an hour, but if enough people come in and if the conversation keeps going, as long as battery allows, then I'll keep going too. Tim Cannon says he is a good reader. Thank you for that. I am on my phone that I have one phone that's Wi-Fi only and one that has service. The one Wi-Fi only has better camera features, and I can read the screen a little bit better, so I will try to keep up with everyone's chats. Big Mac 01, it's 12:09 p.m. for me. Alright, so you must be... Oh, wait, p.m. Where are you from, Big Mac 01? That way I can shout out your location. Drew Bressel, boxing hasn't been boxing since the 90s. I agree. Michael asks, what state you in? I am in the state of Florida, the Gunshine State. The Tampa area, which is the trigger in the state. Big Mac 01 says AM. Okay, so you're on the Eastern Standard Time too then. Good deal. Are you, I wonder what the time is like below the equator, if that changes it or anything. But anyway, Michael, what state you in? State of Florida. Big Mac 01, Eastern Standard Time. Say what state you're from and I'll shout it out. Tim Cannon, it hasn't. Oh, okay, he's agreeing with that. Michael, you make it through the hurricane. Yep, made it through both. Helene and Milton. We're supposedly getting another storm coming this coming week, but we'll see. And that was Michael that asked that. Big Mac 01 says Arkansas, but I was born in Florida. That's cool. And shout out to Arkansas. Michael is in Texas. Shout out to Texas. Drew Brassel, love from Alabama to Uncle JD. Love right back at you, Drew. So other than the Jake Paul fight and the Mike Tyson fight, what did y'all think of the other fights? Or did y'all catch the other fights? Or did you purposely just wait for the Jake Paul Tyson fight? Let's see, that first fight, that was between Nunes and shit. Goyette. Michael says they were all rigged. I don't know, man. The one fight with the guy from India versus the guy from Brazil, that was a decent fight, but the outcome... Okay, so in a way, yes, they were all rigged, Michael. I do agree. Because this pay-per-view event, for free, just because you have Netflix... But honestly, I think it was all publicity, no matter what. But those blows were real. I don't really think that they rigged Serrano getting her eyebrows split open like that. But her getting screwed out of the victory, yeah. There's some dirty hands there. Drew Russell, I want to see Mike Tyson versus Floyd Mayweather. That would probably be cool if it was an authentic fight. But I think because of the fact that Jake Paul fought Tyson, that Floyd Mayweather would probably turn down a Mike Tyson fight. That's just my thought. Ghost Dog, I want to see Jake Paul versus Joe Biden. If he could stay awake on his way to the ring, right? Okay, here's the deal, okay? I don't get political. I was not able to vote this year. I wasn't really planning on voting because, like I said, I'm a non-participating non-voter. But I was going to vote yes on Amendment 3 in Florida. That's the legalization of recreational marijuana, and it passed, so Uncle JD is going to be taking advantage of it. Alright, so Big Mac 01. Oh, yeah, like I was saying about the whole politics thing, I don't get political, but if something's funny, I'm gonna laugh at it. I don't care who it is, what side they're on. I'm not laughing at them to be malicious, because personally, the way that they did Jimmy Carter and the way that they did Joe Biden and all that, that part wasn't cool. Regardless of the politics, regardless of who you would have voted for, him with his cognitive faculties the way they were, with his inability to stand up, I feel bad for him. But I like dark humor, and yeah, it's funny to laugh at politicians. Especially when all these memes and videos come out. Some of the shit's pretty awesome, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, let me get back to this. Big Mac 01, bro, that India guy was humping the... He was mimicking the other guy that had humped this one boxer, trying to humiliate him, and he ended up, getting the shit beat out of him. But that's another thing that points to publicity. He copied something. Entertainment. Drew Brazel, I'm high as hell right now. Hang on. Drew Brazel. I'm about to join you. Alright, let's see here. Forgive me if I say this wrong. Is it Asaya Littell? Or is it Aselga Littell? Hopefully I didn't butcher it. Hopefully I said it correctly. Either way, would like to say welcome to the live stream. Good evening. Do you have any videos explaining why you became homeless? So one of the first videos I made kind of explains it. Drew Razzle says nothing wrong with that. Come on, it's clogging. There you go. OG_boosted. I'm joining you in smoking. Let's make it a make you right, get your mind right session then. Talking about the fights. Big Mac 01 says, "Sup, Drew?" Drew, Big Mac's talking to you there. Drew Brazel says, "Smoking on, my brother." Hell yeah. This right here is a ghost. It's Delta 8, Delta 9, no, sorry, Delta 8, 10, 11, THCA, THCP, THCJD, HHCP, and THCC, I believe. Anyway, here's something that a lot of people don't know. These Delta 8 pens, they get the job done as long as they have THCA in them, because whenever THCA is heated up, the A molecule, I don't know how to explain it scientifically, but the A molecule burns off and it becomes regular THC in your system, and that's why you get high off these things. In regards to the video explaining why I became homeless, one of my earlier videos explains what happened, but to give you an idea, I had just gotten into my cousin's hotel room, and Big Mac 01 says, "How are you, Drew?" Drew says, "What's up, Big Homie 01? I got those backwards, my bad." OG_boosted, THCA is the psychoactive part, I believe. That is correct. It is. Now, THCA in your system can tap into the psychedelic thing, but it's primarily from the fact that it gets converted into THC once it's heated up, and then you inhale it. It's straight up THC. But to answer the question about becoming homeless, was staying with a cousin there was 4 of us in the hotel room, and then it got down to 3, and the rules were if you can't pay, you can't stay. I had lost my job. I'll explain that some other time as to why. Real stupid reason, too. But after losing the job, yeah, I was homeless for 1.5 years before I got into the hotel with them, maybe 2. Couldn't pay, so I couldn't stay. And from that day, whenever I went to his hotel room to collect my belongings, that's the day that I started recording. So if you go to my channel where the videos are, go all the way down to the bottom, and you'll be able to see the first videos out there. Drew Brazel, I'm good, just says, I'm good, just chilling, listening to Uncle JD. He's dropping that wisdom. Fuck yeah, Drew. Thanks for the support on that. Big Mac 01 says, for real. So I believe he's agreeing. Not gonna lie, 46 viewers at one time is the highest number that I've seen that get up to. So that's pretty cool. Let's see here. So it was 4 fights. Now I will say this: when Azteca Barrios ended up getting rocked that one good time, it was like, oh shit, okay. I apologize, I can't read what your name is there. It's not translating for me, but this individual says, yo JD, how was your day? It was pretty slow, but it was pretty productive. I just recently got released from the hospital. They had stuck 2 long-ass needles like that. Just a size comparison, they stuck 2 long needles like that in my back and numbed out some pain receptors in my abdomen due to my pancreatitis and large liver and large artery and things like that. But today, I haven't been hurting as bad. It's not a sore. It's not got that burning sensation anymore. So that's awesome. OJ_boosted says Starburst. I believe that's what you're burning on. That's awesome. I'm just going to refer to you by the last name there, Latal. Hopefully I'm saying it correctly. Says, thank you. I hope your situation gets better and that you stay safe. Of course. And you stay safe as well. And you're welcome. And my situation will get better. It's just a matter of time. Suraj Kumar says, hello. Hello. Are you drunk? After watching the fights tonight, I should be, but no. I am vaping, though. And again, this live stream is about the fights. But feel free to say whatever you want. But yeah, if you're just joining the stream or just recently joined the stream, I believe that's... Is it Ali_Alkulik? Forgive me if I mispronounced it. Says, hi bro, what up, man? OG_boosted, me too. Been off the liquor for 6 years now. Hey, way to go, man. Yeah, I haven't, I mean, I've had a couple of drinks here and there scattered, but it was 9 years when I turned... It was 9 years sober in 2013. So 2013, so that's 19. So yeah, 20 years for me. 20 years sober. Ain't that some shit? I'm just gonna call you Ali. Tonight I am at my extended stay, which is AKA my friend's house. Managed to have dinner with them tonight and watch the fights with them, and I'm staying here for the night. Thank you, Drew. I appreciate that. I appreciate all the prayers from everyone, all the support and everything, in regards to what it is that I'm doing here. Never seen it spelled that way, but Ali says I believe it's Turkey. Forgive me if I mispronounced it, or got the country all wrong together. But shout outs to however that is said. I want to say it's Turkey. So shout outs to Turkey. I'm in the Tampa area of the state of Florida in the United States. OG_boosted. I drank all day, every day for 4 years straight. Been there, done that. Logan Herman, what's up, bro? Yeah, Logan Herman's one of my dedicated returning viewers on the channel here. Monster Hunter PV Gaming, just saw something behind you, watch out. No, they need to watch out. Because no matter what it is, hang on. No matter what it is, I'm strapped with something at all times. Logan Herman, what's up? Not too much, bro. Just talking about the fights and stuff and whatever anybody else says in here. Eliana Teague, what are you doing? I just said that when I was answering Logan Herman. I'm also smoking my vape. Monster Hunter PV Gaming, LMAOO, good stuff. Oh, and of course, the weapons that nobody can take away. The blinker. Okay, I've never done that. Actually, I don't know if this one blinks like that or not, so I'll do what I can. Hang on. Okay. Yeah. OG_boosted. I am the same way. Been raised to never fully trust people, especially those who you think are friends. You're damn right, man, because your friends will betray you and your enemies won't. Monster Hunter PV Gaming. Damn. Yeah, not gonna lie, that was kind of hard. I had to kind of stop and take a few more breaths and stuff, but it's probably gonna do the trick. But just to be on the safe side. But I don't have much of it left, so I do need to save some. If you are new to the channel or just joining the stream, say hello and what country you're from so I can say hello back and give your country a shout out. And we're talking about the fights tonight. Alright, so I have some pumpkin spice creamer in my coffee. I don't think I like pumpkin spice. And with the way that it's been making me feel since I started drinking it earlier, this stuff might work like a laxative. Now, on top of the way that the fights went, on top of the fact that it was pretty much publicity, what do you think they were using these fights to distract us from? And who was it that was trying to distract us in the first place? Because I'm sure people worldwide were watching this fight, because worldwide Mike Tyson is known. And Jake Paul is probably known also worldwide. And since these fights were, or the end of the fights, the outcomes and all that were, I'll leave that one alone now. I already said what I thought about that. I don't want to beat a dead horse, but while the world was watching the fights, what was going on behind the scenes? What kind of aftermath are going we wake up to? Is there anything to be concerned about at all, to begin with? I hope not. So I was dunking crackers into my coffee earlier, and apparently one of them broke. But that's okay, because at least it wasn't a bug. Although my ass freaked out like it was one, because I forgot about the crackers. Let me check something in. Oh, and in regards to the weapons, I do have a butterfly knife in one of my back pockets, and then in the front pocket I have one of those spring-assisted, whip-open pocket knives. The cool-looking ones that's got a samurai painted on the handle. So yeah, there's always at least one blade within reach, for whatever reason. One thing that I kind of found was distasteful was these two reporters, or coverage reporters, commentators, on one of those Netflix channels. Two of the commentators had Lennox and Holyfield. And Holyfield's earpieces weren't working, so he couldn't really hear what was being said. But they couldn't resist making jokes about getting his ear bit, asking him questions like, it wasn't even a serious question, but he ended up being asked, do you think Mike Tyson will bite his ear? I mean, come on. Really? It's ridiculous. Again, if you're new to the stream, say hello, what country you're from, so I can say hello back. Shout out to your country. We are talking about the fights tonight, and whatever else you feel like talking about. And this is as good a time as any to say, check out the rest of my channel. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when all the videos come out. Tell your friends about me, have them tell 2 friends, and have them tell 2 friends, and have them tell 2 friends. Because an unk trying to get monetized. But there's also all kinds of videos currently on the channel. There's going to be some new ones coming out. Been really getting into this live streaming thing. So that's probably going to be the main focus. But what I'm planning on doing is on Thursdays, there will be a 2-hour live call-in talk show. The first hour will be, like little segments and stuff like that, like you would see on any of the other late shows. And then, and there will be a theme to each episode. And then once the first hour of content is over, then we go into an hour of live call-ins. Would request that you keep the subject matter to the theme of the show that day, but you can say whatever you want. There's no rule that says we have to stick to the subject. Now, out of all the fighters that fought tonight, besides Jake Paul and Tyson, which one would you want to meet? Me personally, I would love to meet Amanda Serrano. Just her character, the way that she is, the way that she carries herself, her dedication. She doesn't do drugs, drink, she doesn't date because she's devoting herself to her sport because she wants to be the best. And I wouldn't even bring up the fact that she got robbed in these fights. I just want to meet her. I mean, meeting the other fighters would be cool too, but Amanda Serrano, you're #1 in Uncle JD's book. Looks like we're coming up on 40 minutes of live time, so that's cool. Give me a second. Sorry about that. Alright, so did anybody, get their mind right before watching the fights? And if you did, name the strain. I myself have not been able to buy any flour lately, but these cartridges, 7 grams for $40. I mean, that's a damn good deal. And the temperature's dropping. Which is cool, because Florida is a hot fucking state. So when it does get cool here, we got to take advantage of it. I know this is completely off topic, but you got to check out the Charles Manson Lies album. He's got some good music on there. Charles Manson had potential and got fucked over. And then it led into everything else. They did Charles Manson completely wrong. But that's besides the point. He had musical talent. So far, my 2 favorite songs is Watch Your Game, Girl, and People Say That I'm No Good. Those are my 2 favorite songs. Alright, we are up to 30 people on the counter that I'm seeing. Well, 20 that I'm seeing. If you're just entering the live stream, say hello and what country you're from so I can say hello back and give your country a shout out. Monster Hunter PB Gaming, if you're still in here, man, yeah, that blinker, it did the trick. It did the trick. I am pretty blitzed right now. Again, we're talking about the fight tonight. If we, feel it was rigged, if it was all publicity, who fought well. How was it rigged? Any other controversy that might surround it. Personal opinions and thoughts on the way that the fight ended. Because even though we got scammed in that fight, it was a well played out story to that fight. And the fight ended where both guys kept their dignity. Alright, so the current plan was to cut off at 60-minute mark. I'm at 40, well, I'm going on 47 right now. But depending on the activity in the chat and how many people are in the room, I may keep going. But my mind is really right now. So I might not be able to go past that hour mark. I don't know yet. We'll see. Got a live call-in talk show for 2 hours coming on Thursdays very soon. The first hour is segments and other content, and then the second hour is for the call-in portion of the show. And there will be times where there'll be an extra bonus hour of call-in time, depending on the situation. I just noticed that the moon is in the shot. The moon is cool. And Dark Side of the Moon is a cool album by Pink Floyd, which has a title track of Dark Side of the Moon. And when the band you're in starts playing different tunes, I'll see you on the dark side of the moon. Damn, I'm fucking high. Pretty soon I'm going to be doing an MRE taste test video, or live stream rather. Gonna try to come up with enough money to go to a barbershop to get my hair design that I'm customizing set up, and then I'm going to attempt to do a live stream of getting a tattoo on the side of my head. But that's if I can come up with the money for it. It's not a very big tattoo. Might be about a little bigger than 2 of these combined, you know, stacking one up here on top of it, and then extending it this way and this way, just a little bit on each side, right here on that spot on my head. There's still continued progress with dreading up the facial hair. This one here, trying to work the rest of the top into it. And then in the back, I'm going to have a strip down the middle. And then to the right of it, I'm going to have a strip going down that's a little bit skinnier and goes down only 2/3 of the way. And then next to the right of that, there's going to be a third stripe, which is 1/3 of the size in length, and it's going to be a little bit skinnier as well. And those 3 stripes, I'm just going to let them naturally dread up, whereas the rest of the dreads, I'm manually doing it. And then once the dreads in the back of my head and the sides of the straps here, sideburns. Once all those dreads are started, it'll be easy to maintain, because they'll be dreaded up and it'll be obvious where to shave. But I have to get that particular design started. You know, boxing is cool, but bare knuckle boxing, excuse me, and mixed martial arts is where it's at. I was actually trained to be a cage fighter at one point. And the day that I was supposed to go to the XFC school, got into a car accident and my arm snapped in half. There went that career. It really sucked too, because, you know, I put a lot of time into training. Both weight training and, you know, fight training. But I took it as a sign that I don't need to get into that particular field, because I might not like the way it ended up. So perhaps a broken arm might have saved my life. And it happened on April Fool's Day at 3:33 p.m. No, sorry, 3:03 p.m. 3:03 p.m. that day changed my life. Some good, some bad. But it was definitely changed. Because just within a matter of 2 or 3 years, in a matter of 2 or 3 years, I went from moving from Florida to Massachusetts to be with, no, I was like 29. I was like 29 or 30 at the time. And I was going up to Massachusetts to be with a 48-year-old. And she was fucking hot. Oh my God. Her parents were from the Bahamas. But went from supposing to be with her, but she ended up being psycho, to started dating a 21-year-old. And within a matter of months was dating, committed dating, engaged, symbolically married, expecting a child, and then legally married at the end of that year. That shit was crazy. Now, I wish it would never have happened. But if it didn't happen, I wouldn't have my daughters. Even though my mom has custody because my wife and her family were trying to get me in trouble because her family and my family were like the Hatfields and McCoys. Look them up if you don't know nothing about them. From the moment that I was 11 years old all the way until her grandparents died. And I'm pretty sure her aunts and uncles still hate our family, my family. But the thing is, I'm the last one left, other than my daughter. So basically, the family name dies with me. But here's the thing. Her and her family tried to get me in trouble. It backfired. It got both of us in trouble. It got the kids taken away from both of us. But fortunately, my mom was able to get custody. Instead of them being separated and adopted out to other families, we kept it in the family. But then my wife ended up being a piece of shit. I'll save that story for another live stream. But yeah, I do these videos because I was diagnosed type 3 diabetic, which is type 2 diabetes, but it comes along with early onset Alzheimer's disease. So I started doing these videos as a hobby. It was all about, stealth camping, because I just ended up back out on the street, and I was going to document camping places where you're not supposed to camp at, and, tell my experience of being homeless in Tampa. And then it evolved into so much, much more. And I really don't know how I ended up getting to this point. Last time I checked, I had 311 subscribers, so thanks to all my subscribers. Thank you to everyone that, talks in the chat and posts comments on my other videos and things like that. Not trying to pander to anybody, but I am trying to get monetized. So, only if you want to, only if you like what you see, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, tell all your friends, so you know when all the videos come out, tell all your friends about me, tell them to tell their 2 friends, and then have them tell their 2 friends, and then have them tell their 2 friends, so I can get monetized. But anyway, we are just over the 1 hour mark. I'm still pretty blitzed at the moment, but my stomach is starting to feel weird. So I'm going to throw out the old sleeping bag and blanket and try to lay down and get over this weird feeling in the tummy. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this live stream. Hopefully y'all check out all my other videos and stuff on the channel. Hopefully y'all like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when all the videos come out, and then tell your friends about me, and have them tell 2 friends, and have them tell 2 friends, and have them tell 2 friends, so I can get monetized. Again, Amanda Serrano was robbed tonight in that fight, and I'm going to just end it on that. For now, Uncle JD signing out. As always, everybody stay safe.